So now we have a really easy way to have Claude Code use tools, use our MCPs, use our CLI, and then send us messages proactively to Telegram. In this quick video, we're going to look at Claude Code channels, a new feature released by Anthropic to make it even closer to OpenClaw. I've been playing with it for the last few hours, and I'm going to tell you how it compares to remote, and I'm going to show you how to set it up really quickly. So channels is yet another way for you to interact with Claude Code away from your computer. A few weeks ago, I did a video on the remote control feature for Claude Code, which allows you to talk to Claude Code from the Claude app on your phone. A few days ago, Anthropic released Dispatch for Claude Cowork, which is actually a better implementation of the remote control feature. And then today they released Channels, which is in research preview, which essentially means it's in beta. But what's different about Channels is it allows you to talk to Claude Code outside of the Claude app. In familiar messaging apps like Telegram, like Discord, these are the two chat apps that are supported right now. I'm sure more will be added in the near future. And this is very similar to what OpenClaw was doing, allowing you to talk to an agent via a chat app, but it's not as built out as OpenClaw yet. And I'll tell you why. So let's just set it up really quickly and see how it works. Here's the documentation. It needs Claude Code version 2.1.8. The main external dependency for this is having Bun installed. But if you're using Claude Code, I'm guessing you already have Bun installed on your computer. If not, just run this curl command in your terminal. Now we're going to follow instructions together to set it up for Telegram. The way this works is essentially connecting MCP servers for your chat apps like Telegram to Claude Code, and we install it via plugins. So we're going to do that part first. So we're just going to copy this command and then open up a terminal. I'm just going to start up Claude. Now this plugin comes from Anthropic themselves, Claude Plugins Official. So you can just run this command, but if you prefer the UI, you can just do /plugin, go to Marketplaces, go to Claude Plugins Official, browse plugins, and just scroll all the way down to see Telegram. And it's at the bottom and install for you. So the next thing I want to do is open up Telegram and search for the BotFather. And if you've created any Telegram bots over the last few years, you know this process already. It's very simple. You do /new bot. I'll call this one Cisco. And now we have to give it a username. So I'm just going to call mine Cisco Vibe_bot. And then it's going to give you a token. My token's right here. It's going to be blurred out. So all you want to do right now is copy this token. Then we're going to quit Claude, and then we're going to run the command Telegram configure and paste in our token. And what that's doing is saving the token to our environment file. So we're just going to say yes. Now that it's a token, we want to pair with Claude Code, and we do this by adding it to an allow list. And it's very simple. The first thing we do is we close down the session completely. But now when we restart Claude, we want to give the flag -- channels and the name of the plugin. And for now, this is going to be the most annoying part about this whole feature, but there are plenty of quick ways to get around this. And I'm sure it'll be improved soon. So we're just going to copy this command, go back to our terminal. So we're going to press enter. Now you'll see up top, listening for channel messages from the Telegram plugin. And what's ironic is below it says remote control is active, which they released like 2 weeks ago. Anyways, what we have to do now is go back to that message where BotFather gave you the token. You could click on your bot. So you're just going to press start. And right away, it's going to give you a message, pairing required, run this in Claude Code. So it's giving you the / command to finish the process. So we're just going to copy it and paste it in and press yes. Now it's going to update the allow list in the access.json. Go back to Telegram, it says paired. I'm going to say, tell me about this repo. If you look here at the terminal, we see the message Telegram and the message I sent it. Here's the interesting part. The reply is an MCP tool call. So it wants to use a Telegram reply tool to answer my question. And right here, you could probably already see a problem. It's an MCP tool call and it needs to be approved. And here within Telegram, it's not asking me for permission. It's happening here in the terminal. Now, I'm at the computer right now, so I'm just going to say yes, and then we get a response. But that's the first thing you should know. You can't approve permissions within this Telegram bot, so it makes the most sense to run this in YOLO mode. So in its current state, for this feature to be useful, we have to start it with 2 really long flags, Claude -- dangerously skip permissions, and -- channels with the name of the channel. Again, there's very creative ways to get past this. But I'm just saying right now, the /remote feature is probably better because within the Claude app, you're able to allow or deny permissions. Whereas here in Telegram, if you're doing something away from your computer, you won't even know if there's a permission that you need to approve. In remote control, you'll see it in the Claude app. If you're using the tmux method, you'll see it in the terminal on your phone, but in Telegram, you won't see it. Now, one of the features I was most excited about this integration is because with OpenClaw, I would send a lot of voice notes. I do a lot of dictation. And with OpenClaw, it would convert it, transcribe it, and respond back to me in text or in audio. But right now that doesn't work. Hey, who won the World Baseball Classic? So you see that voice note from my phone showed up in the Telegram chat, but nothing happened here. We didn't see a Telegram message here. And I looked into it. Right now, only looks at text and images. But it shouldn't be too hard to integrate voice and pretty much replicate what was happening with OpenClaw, which is converting, transcribing with Whisper, and then responding, maybe even using something like 11 Labs to respond with voice. But by the way, we can do it even cheaper. Now, just like with the remote control, you need to have your computer on and accessible. And you have to have a terminal with Claude and the channels flag open for it to be aware of your messages. Now, the next question you might be asking, is it able to proactively send me messages? And the answer here is nuanced. Because of the way this connects to an MCP server, it could only maintain one connection. So on my other computer, I made this workaround where it would send me a message. Because we know the tool name is reply and we know our number, and if you see here, the plugin that we added shows up also in Claude Code Desktop. So for example, we could do something like /schedule, use the Telegram reply tool, because that's a tool that we know it uses, to send a message to, and then you can put the number every hour with the latest important email from the Gmail connector. We're just going to send it off, and it's going to build the whole thing for us. So I'm just going to go into it and press run now, and just open up Telegram as well. And it's done, no important messages. We could see here in Telegram said no new important emails in the last hour. Now, the one caveat here is I just sent a message back, cool, do you see the new Louis documentary? And we have 2 instances of Claude Code running right here with access to the Telegram MCP. We have the original Claude Code session and the CLI that's running. This is where we saw the last message we sent to come in, and then where it replied to me. This is where it's listening. And then we have the Claude Code desktop session where we have it proactively send us messages using the reply tool. So it's kind of taken over the MCP server. Because it's not listening, it doesn't see our message. So then we get into this loop of listening versus sending. And it's not perfect. It's in research preview. I'm sure it's going to get better. So now we have a really easy way to have Claude Code use tools, use our MCPs, use our CLI, and then send us messages proactively to Telegram. Again, it's not perfect. I think it's pretty funny. Anthropic, it's releasing features every day. Some of these features are just variations of each other, like the remote control and the channel feature, the Claude Cowork dispatch feature, which in my opinion right now is the best implementation, but it's in its own Claude Cowork sandbox, so it's less capable from a coding and permissions perspective. In any case, I hope you found this video helpful or insightful. If you have any questions, drop in the comments below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me grow. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.